Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County on Ontario Theme City. Welcome back to the channel. Last episode, we did a lot of new train lines. Not necessarily like passenger trains, but we're kind of doing the railways, separating cargo from passenger. I think it turned out pretty nicely. It took a little while, but we did some pretty unique things with the trains. It seems to be flowing very well at the moment. I've been letting it simulate for a little while, just so we have lots of cycles of intercity trains, cargo cycles, and so why don't we dive on out and we'll do a bit of a recap before we dive into today's episode, which is going to be a waterfront build. Here's the main thing we did, which was separating the passenger versus cargo rails by stacking the passenger rails on top on this pretty major interchange that we did with all these trains. So I'm just going to recap you on a couple things that we did. So we started out yesterday's episode over here where we built a bit of a bypass, which it seems like the cargo rails are using properly. We have a bit of a congestion point right here, which is why this bypass is so important. We've also have a secondary bypass line that we've attached over here as well. It seems to be flowing pretty well. Every now and then that happens. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty decent fix for a pretty tight space. We got a bit of clipping over here. Didn't see that before, so why don't we just do a quick little hot fix here. And I'm just going to elevate this section. I think that'll probably do it. Yeah, there we go. So then we continued down this way, and we did a parallel rail network all the way along. And then we have this area here because the passenger and cargo lines actually flip sides as we move into different locations. So we started out going over here, and we built a bypass for this cargo rail station, and it comes down into a bit of a congestion point over here, but it's not exactly the most populated rail line, so it seems to be flowing pretty nicely. But this will definitely be part of a future fix. And then we slide all the way over here, and we have this giant Y interchange. Off camera, what I did was if you remember at the end of the episode last time, I forgot that we were going to build a connection point over here, which was going to eventually go all the way out to the airport. But we didn't get to it yesterday, so I'm hoping by the end of today's episode we'll get to that. So we built a bridge extension, but I realized that we need rails coming from this side to go over onto this side. So what I did was I just added in a bit of a loop here, and it flows pretty nicely. I've also done some limiting of passenger rails and cargo rails on individual railways like we discussed. And so that's a bit of a recap. We also connect up into here, and we're going to take this railway all the way down to the location where we're going to be building today, which is down over here. I've already cleared it from trees. This is our science center over here along the waterfront here. We built this area up a long time ago. We at least planned it, and things just got in the way and it pushed things away. So I've already gone ahead. I've cleared the land from things we previously had. The only things we previously had was right here, where I just scooched them over here. It was actually our blimp stop, so I just moved it over here, and also a fire and police station. We'll get to that. And we also have the helicopter depot over here as well, which we'll look at kind of playing around with, because I'm not the biggest fan of that exact location, though we will keep it along the waterfront. So this build here is pretty unique. It's pretty close to a lot of major transit hubs. There's Batherston Station over here, which is a pretty major transit hub. It has a metro and a bunch of buses that flow through here. But if you walk across this bridge right here, which we have a bit of a pedestrian bridge, you go through Old Waterfront Park, and you get to a metro. There's a couple tram lines in here, a couple buses. So there's actually an express bus right here that goes to the airport. So, I think with this build, we're just going to, get some residential along this hill front here. In here, build a bit of a community, a high desired community to live in. And we'll have a bit of like a beachfront park here with a helicopter stop along the beach, which is kind of fun. And then we'll also look at extending it out into this block as well, though I'm not sure how much we're going to really get done. I envision everything that I'm kind of encircling right now to be kind of just suburbs. Over here, I'm going to save for a different build. We're going to get a metro stop in here. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to stop talking and let's dive into it. We're going to start off with services because, you know, we're building a new area. We need new services. I'm also not the biggest fan of how we've laid out the road network previously. So we'll definitely give that a look. So let's check out the topography. And yeah, it's pretty smooth down in here. The beach is pretty clean, but we have some you know, topographical challenge right here. This road isn't bad. I'm not the biggest fan of this one, and we can definitely get a connection point back along the expressway. So we have the expressway, and then we have an a road that goes underneath it, which is also, you know, very convenient. So I think I'm going to delete this road first. Not the biggest fan of how it links up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the network multi-tool. We're going to go into set slope mode. We're going to re-slope this road because it's rather steep. And yeah, that's fine. It's not the greatest road in the world. We might actually push that back because, I don't know, we've set it up pretty decently actually. I don't think that's going to be the worst thing in the world, but I do recognize that we probably need another exit point because otherwise we're going to be really congesting this area, which already has a pretty significant flow from this town. So I'm thinking we have an on route over here, but there's no way to kind of, you know what, I don't know, I take that back. I think we might just try to force everyone through here. It's not going to be the most densely packed area. It's going to be low density residential. This diamond underpass interchange kind of works to what we really need it to be. So that kind of just means we really need to just flow everyone onto the under road here and this road here. So yeah, I think we'll be pretty set then. Let's grab this road right here. Let's go back to the topography and let's see. Yeah, so it is a little bit of a challenge, isn't it? Let's smooth this out on this side only. Then we'll work on the other side of Campbell Street momentarily. Smoothing this out. Basically, I'm smoothing this out because I want to create a nice connection point with a road here. So there we go. Grab the road. Maybe we don't. No, we definitely need to connect up over here. So I'll click that in. Whoa. Let's redo that. Start from here. Node snapping is on, all right. And let's click home so that we go back to the terrain height. And I think what we'll do, yeah, that's where I definitely want that road, but let's grab this node right here. And let's try to set it to the same height as that. See how much that gets us. Okay, so that's a bit too much. So I'm going to lower it. There we go. Just a bit. And then what I'll do is I'll go back to our network multi-tool. And I'm going to slope it all the way along to here so that we have a nice pretty even line. And then what we'll do is we'll do it again. Slope from here to here. 3.9. It's not too bad. Alrighty, so let's then grab the road again, and then we'll be connecting from this point. Let's click home, and we're just going to swing out. Yeah, not the biggest fan of how that connected, so let's just redo that connection. Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't get too busy, so I'm not too worried. And then we'll slope that all the way to here. It's pretty good. Alrighty, let's actually just swing that out a bit more. So we have a nice squared intersection over here. And we'll just square it off with that tool. Alright, that's fine. Doesn't really matter anyways. And let's just smooth this out again because we've kind of played around with some of the lines here. And what we've done is we've kind of created a bit of another terrace out over here, which is nice. but not so nice over on this side. Alrighty, so we've smoothed that out again. And now let's forget about this part for now. We'll deal with that later. Let's look at some services. So I know we need an elementary school in here. I don't think we'll need a high school in this area. If we check the high school, yeah, so we have one over here and then we have one over here. Are they both full? That one's not full. And then this high school is right here. That one's not full either, but it's getting there. Maybe we'll build a high school over here or something, because if this whole area gets filled up, we'll definitely need another one. So we'll push back the high school for now, but I do think we'll need an elementary school. We definitely need a clinic. I've already gone over this off camera, but let's just show you. We have a couple areas over here, but if you see, it's a bit of a gray zone over here, so we definitely need to add at least a clinic. So we'll need to do that. Fire as well, probably need to do, and police. So, oh wait, that didn't change anything. There's fire, and there's police. So we'll definitely need to add all three in. And I'm gonna kind of eye this area over here for some of these services, mainly because this is close to this road, pretty quick access through here, and I think that'll be beneficial. So let's grab another road here. And I think what we'll do is, yeah, let's get a nice road from here. Let's just go straight down. This isn't exactly the most gridded area, which is kind of fun. So we'll go from here and then over. Wouldn't mind if it was a different connection point, but that should be fine actually. Alrighty, and let's get a healthcare facility. So we'll go with this one. I really like this one. I wonder if we can position it so it's a bit, so it fits like perfectly right in here, because that would be fun. Yeah, let's just try and redo some of this road over here. Yeah, I mean, that works. Fantastic. Let's check out the building spawn point. So it's right over there. Let's just drag it. Yeah, right in the middle is fine, but let's pull it back a little bit. Alrighty, so we got that in place. Let's go with fire next. So we'll go with the basic fire station. And let's see. So we're on a bit of a hill here, which is a bit tough. So I think we'll go right off of this intersection. Might make it a bit easier for the trucks to get in and out of. And then we'll have the police station, which we'll just do a basic police station, and that will be, you know, it's always funny. We always tend to put the fire and the police beside each other. They're similar services. All right, that works with me. So, yeah, and then the next service we're going to need is an elementary school. So, let's go with the community school. That's not the community school. And I think we'll put it up on this little terraced area that we built. So I think what we can do is we can get a bit of a bump out. So we'll go with a one-way road here. 1 unit, 2 lanes. It only really needs to be 1 lane. Let's go with parking, because why not? And it doesn't need to be that big. Just a little bump out. I'll just reposition it with move it here. Yeah, let's set it to the same height. And let's bring this one down as well. Set that to the same height. There we go. Let's get that elementary school right here. We'll just reposition it a little bit. And let's get a couple of trees. We'll go with some of the new trees, why not? And we'll go on a bit of a line. Let's go with, oh wait, sorry, we're not using these trees for this build. That's for Fort Prairie. Holy cow. We're using just the basic vanilla trees. So we'll do that just to hide it a little bit more. And then let's get a couple of these park assets on this playground over here, or elementary school. So, I mean, this whole area is very well terraced for something like this. So what we could do is we could get the playground over here. Let's just grab that, place it down, swing it over, and just reposition it a little bit. And it should work still. We can actually just use this, which is the surface painter, and we'll just tap that in so it makes it seem a little bit more filled out. There we go. And why don't we get some sort of sporting facility over here. Get a couple basketball courts maybe. Baseball diamond's way too big. Some volleyball. Hockey, there we go, that's what we need. So we'll just do this. That actually fits pretty nicely in the corner as well. So we'll just put this right there like that. And the thing about this asset is it definitely needs to be filled in, whoops, with concrete. This is just from the workshop. Fill that in with concrete. Let's bring the concrete right up here. Yeah, it kind of bugs me that this happens. Yeah, maybe not all the way actually, because there's a bit of glitchiness happening, but that's okay. And then what we do with this asset is we'll go back to the paved path, and we can make little connection points off of it, which is nice. So we'll have a nice little paved connection. Let's just turn off our guidelines here, so we have a nice clean connection down like that. All right, very nice. So we have a bit of an elementary school with a cool hockey rink beside it. All right, so those are pretty much most of the services we need. Let's run some of the road network through here. So this is pretty flat. I think we'll run a straight connection off of here. Yeah, it's not the cleanest thing in the world, is it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see if that node disappeared. It did. Nice. Let's actually just try to remove that node. Right there. Might help out. Alright, so that's a nice point to kind of go off of. Let's go back to some of these roads here. And let's get a simple connection down. Like that. I'm not going to be too worried about the grid lines today. There we go. Let's take a look at those. It looks like it deleted both of them. No, it looks like there's a node in between. No? Okay, we're good. Okay. Whew. Let's just take this one, though, and square it. And we'll do the same thing for this one. Squaring the node. And let's just kind of realign this one as well. It's a bit funky, isn't it? There we go. Is that straight? That's close enough. Okay, I think something's going on with these roads here. So let's just delete them and we'll redo them a little bit. So we'll bring this one out to there, that one out to there, go into the node controller again, and we'll just square up this node, bring this one back. There we go. Okay, it's a bit cleaner. Let's go back into the node controller, grab this one. We can square this one as well. Let's swing this part out. That's nice. All right, back to the road network, and we'll go off of here, bring this one across, and let's see, is that pretty? That's pretty steep, isn't it? Yeah, let's actually go off of this marker right here, connect in, and then let's see how this kind of looks. It's not too bad, actually. Let me straighten this whole thing out. Fantastic. We have this area over here, which is going to be a little tricky to get much going on in, but I think we can probably just have a nice simple connection there, and we'll have one connection point down through there, and from here we'll go up. This one could theoretically connect down into here, but I think we'll leave it. Maybe we'll make it a bit of a path or something. And let's go on the topography here, because I wouldn't mind getting another road along here, but let's go with something like this. We'll just use the tree line road actually for this one. Let's go back into here. Let's grab those topography lines again, and yeah, let's kind of just swing it out along here. Yeah, and then let's try to actually connect it up from this point. Yeah, and then we'll just move it, and we'll just swing this one way over. Alrighty, so we do already have a road here. I think I'm going to try to utilize that road as like a pre-existing road, so we'll try to make sure that we respect old infrastructure that we already have in place. And yeah, this one's going to have some nice houses along it, but we're not going to get many connection points around. Let's actually add a node in here, because I wouldn't mind getting a nice clean slope from here to here as best as we can. 5.9. Maybe let's bring it a bit farther. That's a bit better. I'm just expecting residential traffic to use this road. We might be able to just ban trucks on it as well. Okay, let's do that then. We'll go right from that one. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And let's just smooth out this area, because we might be able to squeeze in a bit more than I previously anticipated. Alright, and then we'll also need to readjust some of the lots in here as well. Alright, so let's just do a quick little go through with the sloping tool and just re-slope some of these residential roads. I think we're good on the other ones. Go. Whoops, let's exit out. Don't want to make that mistake again. And let's go from here to here, here to here. Alrighty. Actually, I guess we should have just done this entire thing like that. Okay, so we'll have to refill in the lots now, since I just messed with them all. Okay, and actually I realize now that I didn't respect the fact that we created this terrace. So let's try and get that back a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're ready to zone up. So we have healthcare, we have fire, we have police. We don't have a library actually. Let's see if maybe we can get a nice little library in here. I don't really know where the nearest library is. Okay, so I think it'll probably be most beneficial if we have it over here somewhere. So this is just a small library. We could go for the big classic one. That does fit pretty nicely actually in this area over here, but it is a much smaller area of effect. So I think we'll just go for the small community library right here, and that'll have a nice big bonus altogether. Okay, so we can start doing some zoning. I think we'll start with some residential zoning. And I guess we probably should actually start with the zoning adjuster tool here. So let's go no zoning on there. I don't really mind too much, but let's prioritize newer roads. Strange, okay. And then no priority. Let's do No zoning there or here. No zoning there. No zoning on that road. Or here, because we've already kind of filled it up anyways. And then let's prioritize newer roads. Here, here. Yeah, all the way through. Alrighty, and then let's turn zoning off of that one and this one. There we go, and then over here as well, just so we get some waterfront lines. Yeah, that works, and no zoning on those roads either. Or I guess actually prioritize older roads right here. I think that'll be better. And then no zoning there. Okay, I think we're set to kind of start building a little bit. Let's actually take zoning off of that one. All right, so I'll start with residential, and I'm going to do larger lots all the way along here, but separated by a single unit, mainly because I would kind of think that maybe this is an older community and the highway since kind of developed over top of it. Yeah, that works. I think we can actually bring this one all the way across, and I think we can get a couple more houses on this side. Let's actually go back to the priority and let's prioritize newer roads. There we go. Oh, geez, I didn't click it. So it looks like we lost some zoning. Oh, there we go. Okay. Still new to the zoning adjuster, to be honest. So I don't exactly always remember how to do it properly. Alrighty, so let's get some of these houses over here. I wonder if we do something like that instead. That should work. Alright, and then we'll get some more houses right through here. I think it'll be fine to do something like this. Alright, so let's get that simming, and that'll start coming in. And we'll do the same thing over here. So using the maximum sized lots, so 4x4, except right at the end here, let's actually do something like this. Oh, and then again, we've run into that issue. So let's split this one right there. And split that one there. This one here. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is turning out pretty good. Most towns have like these hillside residential areas. If there is hills, I mean. Sometimes there isn't, right? Okay, let's do that, and let's split it like that. I'm hoping that when these develop, they create like their own little platforms. And I feel like that would be nice. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the value of the land. So pretty average. So we should still see people move in here. We could probably get a bit more parks, and we also need some transit. So let's run a bus line through here. That'll help out. So we also have a path over here that also connects right here, which is really a part of this park. So I think maybe if we can run a bus to the science center, like through here into the science center, I think a lot of people would walk over to a lot of the transit. And then we'll also get a bus that runs into here as well. Maybe it could be the same bus. So yeah, let's start that. Let's get the bus that runs from the science center. We'll stop it right in front. It'll run up here And we already have stops along here. We do not, but I'll add a stop right there for this bus, and then we'll come right through, and we can stop. Yeah, let's stop right here along with these buses. We'll loop back. We'll come along back down here. We'll share a stop with this one. Oh, nice. I guess I can just do that loop pretty simply. We'll come through here. We'll have a stop right here, I guess. And then we'll bring it all the way across to the school. Oh, we're missing water over here. Okay, good thing to see. And then we'll have a stop right there. And we'll have another stop along the waterfront. And back. All right, we could do a reverse, but it's okay. I think it'll probably be fine. Okay, so that one's probably bus line 75. Okay, so this one is... We don't really have a name for this district, actually. So I guess we should probably look to do that. Let's make it a weird color. And bus line 75 will be the Science Center line. Oh, sorry, we're in Canada. Science Center line, 7 buses. It's probably gonna be enough. Let's go with the bendy bus. I wonder how many bendy buses we'll need, or how many people use the bendy bus. There's 70. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, we don't really need that many. So let's start with 4. We'll see how that does. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so let's quickly go into some districts here. Let's go into the park one first, because I would really like to continue this park out into here. I think this will give a nice little boost to the area. Let's just try to make sure we include that. Alrighty, so let's then go into parks. Here's parks. Let's grab the park side gate. Let's place it down right here. Let's just use move it to readjust it to the center of the intersection. And back to parks here. And let's go with the trees. And let's go to here. Something like that. And then we'll have a nice, simple connection down. Yeah, okay. That works. And then we also have this bus line that goes underneath the road as well. So I think we'll probably be set with transit in the area. Let's actually, while I'm thinking about it, add a taxi stand or something right here. I think that'd be fine. Increase the transit availability. Alrighty, so we got that in place. Let's see if there's any. I mean, it's already a 5-star park, so it probably brought up the value. Brought up the value anyways. But I think there's a couple cool opportunities to get, like a little cafe over here or something like that. I think that might be nice. Sitting by the waterfront, you know. Let's just go with this one, just like that. Let's get the cafe. Yeah, right here. Whoa. Bring it out a little bit. Pretty nice. Maybe a gazebo right over here. I like the green ones more than the red ones. Whoa. Elevated gazebos. It's a thing of the future, apparently. And a little playground. Yeah, I don't know if this is that kind of park. Oh, let's actually put a pier out right from here as well. Must be placed in the park area. Okay, well, I'll place it in the park area and then we'll move it. Oh, so it's not fully in the park zone. Okay. Let's move it down a little bit and then back to districts. And we'll grab the park That's not a park. This is the park. There we go. And oh, water. Yes, of course. We were told that we needed water earlier, and I didn't do it. Glad to see that they're still around. And let's fill in the rest of the area with water as well. Fantastic. Okay. In case we build something there in the future. Let's go back to our forest brush. We are on our other maps brush, so we'll go to the Ontario themed brush that we have. And there we go. Okay, so now let's go back to zoning. We have some commercial zoning available, so let's fill that up. We'll kind of use Gray Street as a bit of a commercial zone, or at least right here. Yeah, I guess so. And then we'll move along to the waterfront momentarily. We can get one right here. And then I feel like we're probably good just to have some residential in this zone. Alright, so let's create a new park. Oh my gosh, my brain's all over the place today. I'm so sorry. Let's make a district over here before we do anything else. District. Bring it all the way out to here in case we come out this way in the future. And then this area is also going to go up into here. And we'll bring this one all the way over to the highway just in case when we build up there in the future. And then we'll have another development over here. This will be a separate development, which will be a future episode. So we have Sycamore Hills, Barlow Square. So if you feel like naming these, we'll save Sycamore Hills when we actually develop it. But if you feel like naming Barlow Square, let me know. Alright, so let's do the park now. And we're going to do a bit of a beachfront park. And I don't think we're going to get to the other train line today, so I'm glad that I don't think tomorrow's episode is going to be that long, so we'll get to that in tomorrow's episode then. Alrighty. Walnut Garden. We'll call it the West Beach. Alrighty. So let's go with, into parks here, let's go with the parking lot. And we'll get the parking lot for the beach over here, right in front of a bus stop. And probably move it over a bit more. And then we can probably actually move the bus stop then. Bus. And then this one we can move down to this block then. Okay, fantastic. We'll need a couple side gates for this beachfront. So we'll go with the park side gate. We'll have one right over here. We'll have one right over here. And we'll have one at every intersection along here. And I won't do anything over here because we haven't really built out that way. Okay, so let's just recenter them all first. I feel like that's a good first step. Just to center them all. Looks like people are using the buses, which is nice. I don't think they've really split up yet, though. All right. And, okay, so. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They added in this for the anniversary. Yay! Chirper balloon rides. Let's run a bus. Bus line. We'll have the bus stopped right over there, I guess. And let's run it into the airport. Just really quickly. This one can stop Yeah, let's put it over here for no reason. And back over here. That's bus line 76. Let's make it that color. Bus line 76 is the chirper. Oh. Chirper balloon. Oh my gosh. Balloon ride? That's not how you spell balloon. Shuttle. Alrighty. And we only really need, okay, we don't need 5 buses. Let's do 1 for now, and we'll use the minibus. Alright, fantastic. So, this is developing pretty nicely. Let's do the pathway along in the sand here. So I'm going to try and put it right here. And I'm using the dirt path. Let's actually just turn our guidelines off. I think that's going to be a bit easier. Freeform. Node snapping. Holy cow. There we go. And yeah, so the dirt path, I feel like kind of blends pretty nicely with the sand. Something like that for now. I wonder if we can actually just use the park path to connect. That's not too bad. Okay, I'll just come back and readjust them once we're done. Just to make them clean, look cleaner than currently is. You know how like it has like these lines across it? Never been a big fan. So just try to minimize that. Alrighty, so we got that in place. Fantastic. And now there's a couple other things that I want to do. Oh, we need to connect the rest of it up. So let's go from here. Let's actually make the rest of it a paved path. Just like that. Yeah, so there's a couple things that we can add in that's pretty fun. If we go to the touristy? No, it's not the tourist one. It's over here, the carousel park. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Okay, well let's put the carousel park right here. And it looks like the path can actually go through it pretty nicely. If we just use move it, we may be able to adjust it so that it actually looks nice going through. Let's grab segments as well. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Okay, let's grab buildings now, and let's just push it forward a little bit as best we can. Yeah, there's a couple lights that are in funky spots, but what can you do? Try to eliminate the lines. There we go. Okay, so we got the carousel park in. That's what I really wanted. Down over here. Floating cafe is it's a bit too far. Fishing island, yeah, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Tropical garden, that's a bit too big. There's volleyball things that I have, don't I? Yes, nice. Okay, so let's get some of these volleyball courts over here. I think that'd be kind of fun. They're not exactly beach volleyball though. Can I put them on? Oh, I can. Nice. But they're paved in. Okay, maybe we can edit them. I don't know. go into here. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, I guess we could actually also remove the pathway then. And people would still walk over there. And it would kind of show them walking, but then we're not going to really see where the path is. Then we have these weird connection points. So with like the paved path. So yeah, I mean, it works like this. But nice, we got some beach volleyball. That's pretty fun. All right, what else can we add in over here? Do extra parking as well. That could be useful if it would ever snap in. But maybe we do that over here or something then instead. Yeah, let's place this down over here for now. Yeah, I mean, the dog park could be interesting as well. It's a bit too big of an asset though. So I guess what we'll do then is we'll just go back to the park assets, and we'll get just like, you know, like a cafe in here. Yeah, I kind of think having this area be a bit more of the infrastructure side of things, I think that might be nice. Let's just grab this. We'll try to bring it back a little bit, just so it fits in a bit nicer. There we go. We'll have the restrooms over here. Let's just recenter. Oh geez. Oh geez. We'll just recenter them so that it's a bit nicer. Alrighty. And a playground. Yeah, I don't know if at the playground. Maybe over here. Yeah, that could be nice. Okay, and then gazebos. So I'm going to try to do a couple of these gazebos. Let's place this one down over here. There we go, and let's get another one. Let's place this one down over here. Don't know why it's snapping like that, probably because it's on a node that I'm trying to place it. It's not exactly the best place. We can just copy it and just place it again. And again, it's a bit easier to do it this way. Nice. And we have a bit of a zone over here. This is the bus stop. Let's see. Could do maybe some of like some games, some game booth maybe. I don't know if that really fits though. Let's see how it kind of looks. I mean, lots of beaches have these kinds of things on them. Could be fun. Maybe this isn't exactly games. Maybe it's where you know, grab a snack or something. Whoa, wrong thing. It's like a pavement. There we go, pretty fun. Let's go to our tree brush, and we'll fill in this area with some trees to help it out a little bit. That could be nice, just right in there for some trees. Okay. So yeah, we're pretty much done kind of building up the beach, which is what I was looking for. We've zoned up a lot. So I think what's pretty much just left is zoning up. So let's prioritize older roads here. What the heck? I never get how this thing works. Should be prioritizing that, unless this is a newer road. It's a newer road, okay. And over here we should prioritize older roads. Alrighty, come on. I guess it doesn't matter too much. That looks clean. Okay, so let's get some commercial zoning along here. And before I forget, because I did forget earlier when we were doing the district, brain's a little foggy today apparently. Let's get a certain type of zoning on here. Oh, that's commercial. I'll fill most of the rest up with residential, but I'm looking to get just the commercial down because I think that is where a lot of the detail for this area is going to really come from. So if we go to the name of the district, Barlow Square, themes, we'll put on allow any theme, international, tax relief for a low density commercial, and then we go into here. I'm looking for leisure, I think that's going to be the way to go. Because I want it to be like have like the bars and stuff like that. I think that could be fun. Alrighty, so I think pretty much what we need is just maybe one more park to really help boost the popularity of the area. So we'll go with just the small park. So I believe that should fit in like right here. Nice, and then let's just zone in the rest with residential. But we are done for today, so we'll just end it off right here, and I'll fill up the rest with residential zoning off camera, but this is going to pretty much be what it's going to look like. So hope you enjoyed today's episode, folks. Let's go into free camera mode here. We're losing all our commercial right before the end of the episode, so we'll just kind of end it off like this then. Hope you had a great day. Talk to you on Friday when we're going to be doing some Contrast DLC stuff, and then we'll finish off our train network that we started on Monday. So have a lovely day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.